Hey guys, so today I'm going to be starting a brand new project pan, and I think I want this project to go until the end of the year because we only have a few months left in the year anyway, which is crazy, but there's only like 4 months left, so it's really a pretty good time frame to do a project in, and I have a lot of products in this project pan, so I think I will be able to finish them in the time frame, and it seems like a good way to end the year with a nice big project. So if you've seen my last project pan, it wasn't the most successful. I wanted it to be a lot more successful, but I was really ambitious with it, and maybe that was kind of my fault because I had too many big plans with it. So this one I really tried to be a little bit more realistic with it, and I feel like I can get through the majority of these projects, if not all of them, by the end of the year. By the way, next year I actually do want to start a 1 month, 1 palette thing that I was trying to do last year in 2016. I tried to start that and then school got in the way, but now I should have plenty of time to do that. It was really nice to get used out of different palettes each month, and I feel like it was a good way for me to really use a lot of my palettes and stuff, so I'd want to do that in 2018, but that's beside the point. But just leave a like on this video and let me know in the comments if you would be interested in seeing that, and of course make sure you're subscribed so that you can see that and see all my progress with this project. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get on into all of the products in this project. So if I've counted correctly, I have 15 products here, and like I said, it'll go to the end of the year. If I need to add in some more products. I keep mixing up the word product and project. Anyway, if I need to add more products, then I will certainly do that. Hopefully this will be enough to last me the end of the year, and I will stay interested and intrigued in it. So first, I do have a product from the last project pan that is coming over. There's barely anything left in this, but I wanted to go ahead and throw it in here so that I really had the drive to use it and everything. But this is where it was in the beginning of that project, and then it went down here, and now it is all the way down here. There's barely anything left. I want to just go ahead and finish it up. I do also have another lotion on top of that because that one is almost done, and this one is about halfway. So as I marked it in the light and everything, it looked like it was about here. It's kind of been on its side and gotten tossed around, but I think it's about here. So it is a little less than halfway full, and I should be able to get through this very quickly. I do use up lotion really fast, but I just kind of get lazy and don't really tend to use it unless it's in a project or something. So I like to put them in projects, so I'll actually use lotion. I do also have a little sample of a body cream. This is from L'Occitane. I can't speak French, so excuse the horrible pronunciation, but this is the Amande, again, I don't know, milk concentrate, and it's just a little sample. My mom gave it to me. She gave me a bunch of samples because she never uses hers, I guess, so I did want to go ahead and put a few samples in here. I have a few more that I will go ahead and show you, but yeah, this is one of them. I can't really mark it all that well, but it shouldn't take me too long to use it up. I just, again, kind of need the extra incentive to use up certain things, and samples are definitely one of those. I have a couple samples that I actually have opened. I got these for free from Influencer to test out. I will leave Influencer linked down below, but basically it's just a site where you can go and you can get free products in return for your opinions on them, and it goes based off of your social media. So it's just a really cool thing. You can get free product and you just get to share your opinion on them, which is what I love doing anyway. So they did send over these little samples of this African black soap. There's a facial scrub and a clarifying mud mask. And this is from the brand, I think it's from the brand Shea Moisture. I kind of ripped off the brand, but I think that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. It says it right there. Anyway, I'll have all this stuff linked down below so you can get it if you want to. There's not very much left in this one. There is quite a bit left in this one, and they shouldn't take me too long. They've been sitting here forever. I use them enough to get a good review on them, and then I just kind of toss them aside. But I need to use them up because they're not just going to be good forever in these little packages. So I really do want to use these. I do like them. They kind of stink, but they work pretty well. They're not the absolute most amazing skincare I've ever used, but it's pretty good. So I just need to use them up, basically, and this is a good way to get me to use them. I'm sorry that I'm so nasally. I'm still kind of fighting off a cold. Anyway, I do also have 2 little perfume samples. I said that weird. I always forget to use perfume samples. You know, you always like get them in different orders and stuff, but I always forget to use them. So I like putting them into projects. They don't really take too long to use up, but I just forget to use them. So I put them in here. They're both about like where they started pretty much. Both pretty much full. I am wearing this one today. This is the Marc Jacobs Decadence little perfume sample, and I really like it. It wasn't originally yellow though, so that kind of like freaks me out a little bit, but it still smells just fine, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that up. And then I have Deep Euphoria from Calvin Klein, so I gotta use that up. I don't really know what it smells like because I haven't smelled it in a while, so we will see. But hopefully I can just get some use out of those and get them out of my collection, because little perfume samples just take up space, really. Now we are all into makeup. So first off, I did put another EOS into this. I had an EOS in Sweet Mint in my last project, and I finished that up, and this one is really close to being finished up, so I thought I might as well pop it in this little project and get some more use out of it and hopefully finish it up, because I've finished up like 2 EOS little spheres at this point in my life, and so why not finish up another. The first one that I actually finished up was Summer Fruit, which is what this scent is, and I really like it, so I might as well go ahead and get some more use out of it. I actually decorated this one, but it's not like my favorite that I've decorated, so I'm not that sad about it. Then I put another lip gloss in because I do use lip gloss a lot. I actually have lip gloss on today, which usually I don't wear that much lip gloss when I have makeup on, but usually I will take like a nice sheer gloss like this one, and I will use it just when I don't have makeup and I just want a little extra moisture, and it just kind of like adds a little something to your lips, so I really like it for that. I had it standing up, and I think this is about where it is, so there's not too much left in it, and it shouldn't really take me very long to use it up. This is the Baby Lips Lip Gloss in Taupe with Me, and it's really nice. It's just like basically a clear gloss, but it feels really nice, so I will definitely like using it for that purpose. Next, I actually have another little eyeshadow primer, which I did have in my last project, and I finished one up, and this one is just a little tiny mini one. It is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in the original. This I got as a 100-point perk from Sephora. I actually marked it on the back because it's really pretty and I didn't want to like ruin the aesthetic of the packaging on the front, but that is where I am at with it. I squeezed it all the way down, so it's right about there. It's really close to being done, and I will be really sad when this is done. I definitely want to purchase a full size of it, but it's like $20 for the full size, so it's probably going to be a little while before I do that, but I definitely want another one of these. I think they do sell like the little travel sized ones that are like maybe like $12, so I might go for that instead, but I really want another one of these. This is my favorite eyeshadow primer of all time, so I really like having this, but I just thought I'd go ahead and use it up because it's so small and it's kind of like taking up space at this point, and it's probably gonna go bad at some point, you know, because makeup goes bad, so I do want to go ahead and get use out of it and use it up. Another thing that I will be kind of sad to use up is this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray. I love this stuff, but it is really small, and I think it's about like halfway. It's kind of hard to tell, I can't really see, but feeling it, it feels about like halfway. In the near future, I will be repurchasing this because I really like it. Maybe after I've used up another setting spray or something, I don't know. But I do really want to repurchase this eventually. I just want to go ahead and get through this little amount that I have left because there's not too much left in there. I know it probably seems a little weird to try and use up something that you want to repurchase, but it's just kind of a way for me to stop holding on to like the last little bits of products, you know, because sometimes when I really like something and it's about to be gone, I'm like, I can't use it because there's only this much left and I don't, you know, like I really like having it, but I need to just go ahead and use that last little bit, and I will repurchase it at some point, but I have other things in my collection that are good too, and I can use those as well until I can repurchase another one of those. So that's kind of why I want to use things up that I really like, even if, you know, I will just repurchase them eventually, but I just want to use it up because there's no sense in just letting a little bit of product go to waste, you know? This next item I actually have a backup of, I guess. I didn't buy it. My sister actually bought one of these and she ended up not really liking it as much for her skin. I really like it to mattify my skin and she has more dry skin, so it doesn't really work as well for her. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. This is the one that I bought myself, but I do have one that she bought that she gave to me that because she didn't really like it. So that's why I have two of them. I don't buy backups of things. Since she didn't want it, I figured I'd go ahead and take it because I do really like it. But I don't need two, so I will go ahead and try and finish up this one. It's a nice primer. It doesn't smell the best. It smells kind of like bug spray in my opinion, but it has a nice pump. The packaging is nice enough. I don't think there's that much product in here because I saw a lot of people like complaining about that, but you just kind of like smooth it in. It smells really bad, but it's not like super strong. It's just not a great smell. And it just feels like kind of a silicone based primer, but not one of those really slippery ones, which is something good for my oily skin. I don't really need a slippery face primer. I really like this one because it just sinks right in and it just kind of smooths everything out. I wouldn't say it's the absolute best for minimizing pores. It does minimize pores, but for the most part it's just kind of like a smoothing primer that just leaves a nice base for your makeup to lay on. So I really like it and it's really good for the price. It's only $6. I don't know where it is at because this packaging doesn't really show you anything and it's kind of hard to feel. You can't really tell, but hopefully I'll be able to get through this. I don't really know because I don't know how much is left in this, but I will try my best. Next I have this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Powder in the shade Porcelain. I really like this, and one of my goals for this year was to use up a face powder, and this one is one that I had a lot of pan on. I really like this. I used it today and I've been using it. I did mark on the front where the pan is at this point, so hopefully once I start to kind of like use it more, you can see where the pan ends up expanding. Yeah, it shouldn't take me too long to use this up. I use powders up like crazy, so it'll just be nice to kind of get one out of my collection, although I always appreciate a nice powder, but I do have a couple more, so it's nice to just use one up. Okay, I only have two more products left. First, I have this little mini Tarte highlighter in Enthused. This was a limited edition shade, but you can get Tarte highlighters. I'm not sure if it's the exact same formula because this came out a while before they were like launched their full line of highlighters, but I will go ahead and link those down below. But this is what it looks like. I've hit pan on it. You can see I've hit pretty significant pan, and I'm really proud of that because it's actually the first highlighter that I've hit pan on, and I know it's just a little mini size, but it's so nice to actually like try and use up a highlighter because I just have so many and I don't need another one lying around. I love using this on like vacations and stuff because it's so small and it's just easy. I do have this on today and it's really pretty. It's a nice like subtle highlighter. I know it is a little bit more ambitious to try and use this up, but I hope that I'll be able to get through it. I don't know. I'm going to try my best, but I've been using that like almost every single time I use my makeup, pretty much every time that I've put on makeup. And lastly, I have this Tartelette in Bloom palette. This has been featured on my channel multiple times, and I think it's actually been in a project pan before, but I do want to go ahead and use up the shade Charmer here. You can see I have a lot of pan in that, and it really shouldn't take me too long to use up that shade. I also do want to get use out of the other shades, and maybe once I use up Charmer, if this project is still going, I might add in another shade from here, but for right now I just really want to focus on using up Charmer while also kind of focusing on using this palette in general because it's been a while since I've used it. I love it so much. It smells amazing. It smells like vanilla, but the formula is just so good, and it's a really nice palette to have. Perfect like neutral everyday palette. So I don't think it'll be too hard for me to use that. So real quick, I'm just going to go through kind of the products that I think are going to be the most difficult and the ones that I think are going to be done by the next update. Ones that I think are going to be the most difficult, probably the primer, because I don't really know where it is and I don't know how much product is left in there. And then also like the highlighter I think is going to be pretty difficult because it is a highlighter and I've never used one up, so I don't really know how long it's going to take me. But I hope that I'll be able to do it. But those are the two that I could see maybe not finishing. And then the ones that I think are going to be finished by the next update. Obviously, this Paris Pink Champagne and Tulips lotion from Bath & Body Works is going to be used up. I think it's possible that I could get through this EOS Summer Fruit, but I don't really know if that's going to be in the next update. I will probably have this little perfume sample used up. I'm going to try and work on this one first, and also maybe the lip gloss by the next update. This has been a really long video, so I'm sorry, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you want to see all my progress, make sure you're subscribed, and you can see all of my project pans from the past. I will have a link to my playlist in the description down below. That is it for now. Leave a like if you did enjoy this video, and leave a comment telling me if you have ever done a project pan or if you are currently doing a project pan. I would love to check out your videos on that because I just love watching project pans. I'm obsessed. Make sure you subscribe if you have not already, and I hope I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!